People think that the earth is flat. What do you think?
I actually do feel that.
Okay, so why do you think
I
that?
think once I thought that the earth was flat because like how like we're on the ground, it felt like it was flat because like how the ground is flat and then you looking up and you thinking like it's just a whole world that is.
Hello, everyone. I am Boss Babe Keela.
And I'm girl. You went first, Keela, so that
Oh,
means you're
that's
supposed to ask the question.
you know what it means. Whine Down
Wednesday.
Apparently, I didn't know I was going first, so I'm going first. All right. So, oh shoot, I didn't grab the wrong cup. I have my drink in it.
That's okay. Good thing you didn't shake that up. They would have went. Whoosh, whoosh. And how do you like our new background, y'all?
Backgrounds. Look at this. Isn't it lovely? I feel sparkly. All right. So let me shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake them. All right. Now I get this drink off my hand. I spilled on myself, shaking the wrong thing. Okay. So let's see what question we have today. All right. Right. Oh, where's the line between fashion trend and just inappropriate?
Well, I live in Atlanta, and there's a whole
Atlanta.
lot of the latter inappropriateness out there. Woo to the wee.
Woo! So let's talk about that, ladies. Where's the line between fashion trend and just inappropriate? I don't know. I feel like for me, when I start seeing titties and nipples and all that, I'm like, see,
We see a lot of ass out here.
I bet
We
they be
see
shaking it like a
ass.
salt shaker.
Yeah. So the thing out here is to wear leggings, but they don't do the stretch test to see if you can see through the leggings.
They might
Girl,
want you to see.
Oh,
that's the
well,
problem.
there have been a few instances where, ladies have walked by me and it was like, sunshiny. You know what I mean? Sun was beaming and I was like, oh my God, I see the whole everything.
Enchilada.
And I've walked up to them and told them, and they did not realize that it was out there like that. So they've
So
gone back and got like a sweater, you know what I mean, to like, or to tie around the waist or whatever. But I'm like,
I'm in California.
oh, that's your
We
yoga
see
central,
all
yoga
kinds of
pants
stuff.
central.
So we have what I like to call, instead of Nut Bush City Limit, that was an Ike and Tina. We have Stretch Pants City Limit. Stretch Pants City Limit. Oh, Stretch Pants, Stretch Pants. Yes. They be out
Stretch
here.
to the limit.
Yes. So they are out here with, you can see their thong. You can see everything through them stretch pants. Okay. And sometimes, you can catch a little cottage cheese show.
What? Did you say what I thought you said?
Cheese, yes, cellulite. Because sometimes you have what I like to refer to. I mean, I'm not a small girl, okay? So voluptuous women. And they'll be wearing them little tight stretch pants, and you can see all the dimples, ripples, and whatnot. So you see it. And you just be like, why are we doing this? Wear a longer shirt. Like,
So,
they
is
don't
that
care.
a confidence thing? Because I'm not a big person at all, but if it's dripping or hanging or it's floofing out, I'm like,
Dripping and hanging.
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm making sure it's tucked in there, and I don't like. Okay, like there's some women that, and I'm sorry if y'all do this, but that wear like a size pant that probably they shouldn't be wearing, so they've got that whole muffin thing that floops up around the top. kind of thing. And I'm like,
when they wear the crop tops with that mess. Have you seen it?
I've
And they
seen it.
just be out here in these streets like it's just to die
the
for.
thing to do.
But I really think some people like they're confident in that, and I'm like, I wouldn't be comfortable, but some people they don't care.
No, be confident and cute. Don't be confident and floofy. I don't.
But have y'all ever seen I'm sure you've seen it in Atlanta, but like they're the pants that I guess they're low rise, but they have like the little triangle thing, so it's like their crack is out. Have y'all seen
Oh,
those?
it's got the little notch in the back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the little
I don't
thing.
know whose pants they are. I'm not sure what brand they are, but yes, it's right at the back,
I
at
don't
the
like
middle of
that.
the butt. There's like a little notch or triangle out. But a lot of these chicks think it's cute. I mean,
Not
Mm.
cute.
it is the land of bootylicious, but you gotta make sure that when you sit down, your whole behind and crack isn't hanging out.
I
Right.
am not a fan of crack addicts.
We went to a kid's basketball game. And there was a woman, so I'm 52. She was a little older than me, and she was a little like done up and stuff. And she had on a cute little pair of jeans. But when she sat down, her whole back dipped, and you could literally see the thong and like literally like the top of the crack of her ass. And so I was like, my husband was with me, my son was with me, and then there were all these other, families around, and she was oblivious.
Now,
And
Mm.
so I leaned over and I was like,
mhm.
your entire ass is out?" She was like, and she
How
tied
you
her
can't feel
coat
that though? You don't
like you
feel
can't
nothing?
feel
I
the
mean,
wind whooshing down
Right.
your crack.
or you could be like Lizzo and just don't care, Zoe.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, my husband can't
Well,
stand Lizzo
okay,
for that reason.
Uh,
okay, so
She went to
first
the
of
game
all
and she was wearing them little black strappy, like I don't
okay,
know, but
but first of all,
out both of
how
them
many
brown
how
biscuits.
much germ and cruddy you're a germaphobe, you said, Keela. How many
Yes.
germs are on that seat that you're rubbing your cheeks and
I
your
don't want
cooch?
to talk about it.
You
I
rub,
don't
and
want
so
to.
not only is it cheeks, think about it when a woman sits, all that cooch surface area is
mm,
just all spreading all over them germs,
Okay.
right? And then if they're not cleaning up well afterwards, and all her,
right.
DNA is still left on the seat, and then the
And you
next
know they
people
don't
that
clean them seats like that. They
my
don't.
Right.
point
I ain't trying to
precisely.
catch crabs off no like stadium seat.
And you can do that too.
Oh, oh God. So I was okay. This was happened when I was like, I think I had to be like 19
You
or
have a
so.
crab
Good
story?
story
No,
time.
I don't have crab, but it is a crab story. I never got crabs, thank God.
I have
But
two crab stories to tell. Go ahead,
oh my God.
girl.
So I was listening to, I don't know if you guys had it back there, but it's called Love Line. There
At
used to be a
night.
radio show called Love Line that would come on at night and they would tell stories or, you tell people. Anyways, there was this girl that got on. It's a stripper club story. And she was, her and her friends were at the strip club. And, the little guy, he took his little, his little thong or whatever
Banana hammock.
it was. Yeah, his banana hammock off. He was swirling around and he slingshot it in the crowd and it hit her friend in the eye.
I
So
know this story. That's the one. This is what I was going to tell you.
the
This
next her eye.
because I was out in California when I heard this,
Yeah,
so it
so it's
must be
probably
a
back.
California thing.
So anyway, she went to the doctor because her eye was swollen up and oozing and all that. Found out she had crabs in her eye. So y'all be careful out there at them strip clubs.
That's what
Don't
I
get
was
hit.
going to.
Don't get hit in the eye with a banana hammock.
It slingshot her and hit her in the
In the
eye,
eye.
right?
Yep.
And so when she went to the doctor, he had to like cut her eyelid because it was so
Oh,
swollen shut, and all these little dead baby crabs fell out.
oh, ew.
I heard that when I lived out in California. Is that a California urban legend?
Girl, I don't know, but it was on Love Line. I just remember I was like
It
19.
wasn't really.
I was 19 years old. I was laying in my bed listening to it at night because sometimes they have funny stories, and that was a funny story to me. I was cracking up. I said, "That's what you get, you old nasty,
That's so
getting hit in the eye with a thong."
That's disgusting. That is disgusting.
And
That's disgusting.
this is why I am a germaphobe. That's why I don't fool with people. I can't do it. Like
But
that's gross.
so then the second story, since that was one, another story.
It's story
Um,
time.
when I was in the military, I went into basic training in Lackland Air Force Base, and there was a young lady who was the little social butterfly. She would go sit on everybody's bed and come talk to you, blah, 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 blah. And in the barracks, we'd wear like that ugly brown t-shirt that they wear and like, your underwear or whatever. And we're running around ironing, we're measuring how far apart our beds are and all this other stupid, stupid stuff they have us doing. So she winds up having crabs. Long story short, she winds up having crabs, but because she was sitting, bed hopping, and sitting on other people's beds. So here's 26-year-old Helena in the shower like this, with the soap for about 25 to 30 minutes for the soap to go ahead and lather up, and we all standing in the shower because we all got to do it at the same time.
Oh my gosh.
It was
That's so gross. But I'm just and
all
just
of us.
messed everybody up because she was
They
stupid.
got us, everybody in the
Do you
barracks.
People keeps leaving the chat.
We all got that little brownish, clearish looking like medicine bottle. You know what I'm saying? With the push top, and it had the
I
little
don't even
shampoo
know.
in it to lather up.
I don't even know what to say because I don't know if I would beat her. Bringing that nasty mess on my bed. I don't know what to say. Nope.
Did she get fired? Because like she, I don't know.
Can't get fired from the military. Not like that for that.
I mean, it was military.
Hotter than fish grease. Do you hear me? Hotter than fish grease. Some little nasty heifer leaving her little crab eggs on my bed.
Well, was she punished?
Wagging her little crab booty all over people's bed.
And first of all, you know you got crabs, okay? Because from what I'm told, that mess
is itchy.
Business. So you know your little nasty self is a crab carrier. Don't you come sit in your little funky tail on my bed.
Girl, people mad like it happened to her.
Yes.
Because when you tell me a story, I see it. I'm there.
That's why I had to stand up and give you the whole visual, because we were all like 30 of us girls sitting there.
And did nobody whoop that girl?
Oh, they talked about her like a dog.
Did nobody whoop her?
Right, some kind of punishment.
Oh, that tap, tap, tappy, and they tap in on her.
Hello, whoop, whoop.
Okay, so
wilding out here. I'm telling you, Lord have mercy.
So here's another one which I thought was hilarious, right? So
is it tea
not
time?
only is there a lot of spandex and nylon and sheer materials and stuff going on out here, but we also have a lot of folks who cross-dress or who are transgender or that are transitioning or whatever. And Atlanta is the place for the sassy ones. Sassy ones. So one day, my husband and my mother-in-law and I and the kids were going into Papado's. Do you know Papado's restaurant?
No, but I've heard of it.
Okay, Papado's Seafood Kitchen. It's like a Cajun seafood restaurant. Little hoity-toity, really yummy, right? All bacon wrapped shrimp and all that etouffee and all that num stuff, right? So
you had me at bacon wrapped shrimp. You
So
know, I'm the Bubba Gumps of this group.
mm,
I love me some shrimp.
yum. So as we're walking in to the restaurant in the through the parking lot, there's a lady coming out, purse swinging like this. You see these bouncing, right? Just stuff, just a bouncing.
Bounce with
And
me,
I
with me, with me,
saw,
with me.
I saw my husband look, and then I looked up at the face, and it was a dude, and I was like, "That's what you get." But everybody was looking because of the way it was intentional. Like, you know what I mean? That
Yeah,
sassy kind of like swinging that. Real women don't walk like that.
That's a whole
right.
nother podcast topic because I
Just
have this conversation all the time. It's
but the
almost
outfit though was sheer with no bra.
What?
I feel like
Mm-mm.
when a gay guy wants to be a female, they overdo it.
Right.
It's overly over. And I'm like, you're more female than the females
Then
I
the
know. Like you're
female.
acting like, do we really, is that how y'all see us? Because we don't really act like
Yeah.
I don't know because I've even been around another friend of a friend who we were having like a bachelorette party for, and there was no stripper, there was no anything. It was just we were smoking a little weed and we were drinking a little bit
why am I not
and eating
surprised that there was
and
weed
eating and
involved?
playing games. Real chill, real chill. But this young
Trembling early.
lady, this young lady who was previously a boy, a guy, got up on the stairs with the arms raised and was just bouncing up and down. So the boobies are going. And I'm thinking, what woman? Like, women don't do that kind of stuff. Like, we don't.
Mm-mm. It's and again, I had the conversation with someone because who created high heels? A man did, right? Who created a lot of the uncomfortable contraptions that we females have to
Bras and
wear?
all that.
Facts.
A man
Yeah.
Facts.
did.
Yeah.
So a man knows what another man wants to see and wants to
Likes
look at what is appealing
Mm,
to them,
that's a
and
that's
good point.
so they dress accordingly. They want to see the titties bouncing. They want to
so we're
see
supposed to be
the
walking down the street just doing this the whole time. Is that it?
you will
Hey,
not
killer, chest bump. Hey, I mean, is that how we're
well,
supposed to like? Is that how we're supposed to?
goodbye.
Yeah, because I think
No,
it's kind of like it's what they would want to do,
it's what they
like
want to
if
see.
they swap bodies with somebody, like, okay, I'm gonna do this, or like
They doing
I
their
think it
own
may
Okay,
be that thing.
day is what they
so
doing.
here's me. I just be y'all can't see my little cord. I'd just be swinging that thing around if I had one. If I was a guy, right? I'd just be just over here swinging it around then the whole time. I
Kayla
just,
left the building. She
be
left the
swinging
building.
it around. I'm just asking.
Kayla, you gotta come back. You can't leave me by
Caleb,
myself.
I'm sorry. You don't see any women who are trying to be men just sitting
Ah,
there, just
I mean,
swirling.
but that's
They
true
don't
though.
all wear gray
how
sweatpants
is
and just
that
sit there
cord
and swing their
violent
stuff around.
aside? Oh my God. I'm about to choke.
Yeah, because usually it's like when women want to transition, they just do it and go on about their business. They're not doing the most.
Okay,
We
Some
don't.
of them
okay, so
might, but not all of them.
then that goes to the next discussion of when you see a woman doing it. And it's like they have some type of formula where they always got to have, like, they always have to be bigger, right? Then they gain weight, they wear their hat backwards, and they got to wear plaid or they got to wear Birkenstock. I'm sorry.
Uh,
But
We gonna get canceled off this episode. Just be ready. We're gonna get canceled. Are we gonna have season 2? I don't know. We get canceled.
We're all gonna put a disclaimer on this one. Whatever. But I'm
am
just
I
saying,
am
like, for
not
real though.
I am not talking about what these people do, but I am going to talk about what
Right.
they dress like, okay?
Right.
Right.
And if that's what they want to do, that's whatever, that's their thing. However, for me
Mhm.
to see it, I'm over here analyzing it and like, but why did you do that though? Like,
Yeah.
it's always over the top. It's always almost too
Right.
much. And then there's
Right.
the ones that I've met, like I have a guy friend of mine that I met, and you don't know. I didn't never knew he was gay. I never knew anything. He was very
Right.
just, hey, what's up? Like you would never know.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, like I can wrap my because he still acted like a dude is a dude, but whatever.
Right. Your
But when
gaydar
you're
wasn't going off?
overdoing it, and okay, girl, and it's like,
Right.
okay, but we don't. If you're emulating women or you're wanting to be a female, whatever the case is,
We're
that's
not
not
on
that's
100 like that all the time.
no, no, we're not, and that's what I don't understand, and that is the conversation of topic I've had.
Right. Right.
Is that I don't
Well,
understand why that is the thing.
let's even talk about, so we're talking about dress though. So let's even talk
Oh yeah,
about how
let's get
about
back to our topic.
Yeah, we
let's get
went
back to
way over.
let's get back to the topic. We got because I mean it's still along the same, but think about like people who dress their little kids like grown,
I don't agree with
Mm-hmm.
that.
the
No.
two-piece bathing suits on the little babies and stuff like that. I'm like, does a baby really need a little bikini like that?
Right.
Or what gets me is like that whole, I know they're gonna come for me on this one, but that whole John Benet thing where they dress them little girls up to look like little dolls
Like the
and
pageant
stuff.
kids and stuff.
That, you know what I'm talking about? They look like little life-size dolls, and they're like they got the
Yeah.
little lipstick on, and they're in like the little prairie dresses and all the little, you know
That's
what I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking
weird.
about, Kayla?
That's
Yeah.
weird. I
It's
think
I
I've seen
don't
it, but it's weird. Um,
like
I mean, like when my daughter was very little. Well, she's wearing a bikini, but it's like she'll wear them with shorts or just like a
right,
little
right.
top and then the shorts or whatever, but not a full on like bikini. But I also don't allow her to dress like she's grown either, because you
Yeah.
have some
That's what
kids
I'm
and
getting
they
at,
dress
right,
them like they're grown, and it's like you wondering why these girls when they're becoming teenagers are then crazy or acting way worse. It's cute when they're little. It ain't so cute when they start talking
when
back.
they're
And
grown and they can talk back and they fighting you back, you know what
yeah,
I mean,
because when they get there, that's what you're training them to do, and you're saying it's okay. And I'm not
right,
trying to tell anybody how to parent their child, but those are
right,
things as a parent you have to think about.
but
How's it going
it's
to
not okay,
translate later?
so but
Yeah.
even so, for example, in college, I had a friend, so I was, what, 24, I think, when I met her, and she's, like, a year older than me, so she was 25. She would wear the slinkiest little dresses. Okay, so they're Hispanic, wear the cutest, slinkiest little dresses, right? Go out to the clubs and stuff, but she had to have a chaperone. Why are you
Would she have to have a chaperone if she dressed like that? If she didn't
No,
dress like
it
that,
was
is what
just
I
a
mean. Like,
cultural thing to have the chaperone for the
but then,
boys, because you
well,
weren't married or but
yeah,
why
I
are
got
you
that.
but why are you allowing the dress like that then? Because to me, that like that sends like mixed messages. It's like almost like anytime you turned on like Univision or Telemundo or anything like that, the women have on, you know what I mean, these slinky, tight little, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean, short, whatever, lycra dresses, right? And then you turn around and, like I said, they've got to have a chaperone to even go out. So I'm like, you're sending a mixed, or you're so, you know, religious and Catholic, but you're doing all of this. It's like it's all of this, the dress to what you're doing is
It's not
it
modest.
doesn't
It's like
match, it's mixed messages, you're
it's
just
not
all of it.
It
it's what
doesn't
you're
make
saying.
sense.
It's not modest. It doesn't go along with what they're saying that they're supposed to be doing or whatever the case may be.
It's
Yeah.
just such a weird, and I know, living down here in the hot weather, everybody wants to, wear close next to like Nelly, it's getting hot in here. So take off all them clothes. You know what I mean?
Happened to the
But
classier times? What happened to those times where, kids got to be kids and, dress like a little kid? Like I didn't wear hoe wear when I was little.
Oh, where?
at all.
We
Hashtag
weren't allowed to
homeware.
do all that. We had to be
I
covered up.
remember I wanted a black bathing suit so badly. And my mom was like, "You're a little kid, and little kids don't wear black bathing suits." And I'm like,
Mhm.
but now I understand. I
Well, you
mean,
don't want to become, well, you don't want, first of all, there's so many predators. Let's
that
put that out
right.
there. There's, oh my God,
I
that's a
guess she didn't want them
whole
thinking I was
nother.
older than I was,
Yeah, well, that's the whole reason why, like when I was growing up, I wasn't allowed to wear makeup until I was like 15, 16 years old because my mom didn't want me. I was actually tall for a 10-year-old. I was the same. My mom was 5'3" and I was like almost taller than her at 10. I was eye level with her. So, and I was not, again, I wasn't a small person. I'm a big frame person. So I was, so if I were to wear makeup at that age, I could be easily mistaken for, an older person.
until you
So
open your mouth and sound
until
like a
I open my mouth
baby.
and then then you start talking to me and you realize, oh, she's a baby. But, well, I was only 10 years old. So I didn't
Right.
know anything, you know what I mean? But
So your
that's
mom had to wrangle you in
she
and
did.
dress you appropriately.
Oh yeah, she wouldn't. No, I was covered
Yeah,
from head to toe. I wasn't going out in nobody's makeup. None of that. That's just how it was. But these days, it's
right.
not. It's not the same way. These kids have cell phones. They have girl. We couldn't even have a pager because
You've
drug
got
dealers had it.
five-year-olds though. You've got five-year-olds have got full weaves in their head looking like plates of curly fries. You know
Yep.
what I mean? Like
Oh yeah.
you got
Yeah.
Getting
so
their nails done.
it doesn't really it's no further stretch that you know what I mean, if they're starting off the ratchety type wear and the ratchety behavior and that type stuff. Um Keela and I were just talking about the beauty supply store, talking about getting a cute little hat, a little fascinator to put on to wear. But that doesn't mean you do your shopping at the beauty supply store because
Mhm.
if you stretch them leggings a little bit, you're gonna see like
And when they go shopping there
Everything.
for sure, they shop there for sure.
I know, but a it's just not and I don't it's not appropriate. I just don't know if I'm getting old. And
Yes.
so like the shock factor for me these days is like, what
Well,
the
that's what
fuck?
people
Like,
in our, well, you're not that much older than me. You're like, we're 10 years apart, but
right,
people now they're like, oh, you guys are, we're old heads.
right.
And I'm like, whatever that means. But
The
I'm like,
what
it was so much different when we were younger.
auntie.
Yeah. You the
And I think
auntie.
it depends on like the situation or the environment too, because kind
That's
of
true.
like Lena was talking about with the tight dresses and things like that. Like, I'm not trying to wear that in a professional setting or if I'm going to class, which some people do that, but I'm not
These
trying to
kids
do
don't know what professional wear is or class wear
right.
is.
They roll out of
Yeah,
bed in they little
It's
pajamas and
all
keep it
club
pushing.
wear.
yeah. They wear whatever they're gonna wear.
And expect
They
you to
don't know
be
how to
okay with
turn
it.
it off
What's
and
wrong
on.
with you? This is the most argumentative society I've seen. I just want to be me. Whatever. Okay. But can you do
Yeah,
what
but
you
you're
have?
being you and exposing all of you to all of us that we really don't care to
Right.
see.
And
Mm,
it's okay to adjust you. Like, you can still be you and be more conservative. Like, that's the part that it seems like people don't get. You can
It
adjust to
doesn't even have
wherever
to
you're
be
at and
conservative.
still show who you are.
It doesn't
mm.
even have to be conservative, Jess, though. It could just be tasteful.
Yeah,
Right, right,
agreed.
It doesn't
There's
have to
such
be
thing as
like
tasteful and tasteless. I
right.
mean,
You don't
let's
have to wear
face it. How many?
turtlenecks and
I would love to show up in my pajamas, okay, everywhere I go because it's comfortable. Let me put my flip flops on. Let me put the, but it's not always an appropriate situation. I can't go
yeah.
to a dinner party in my PJs. I can't go
do
to,
they do that out there? Run to like Walmart or to the
oh,
grocery store?
absolutely. And then little ripper slippers as you
Ripper slippers. And
The
then
little fuzzy
no
shoes.
bra, just
Oh yeah.
letting the thing swing. I mean, just
They boobs be doing the robot in their shirt.
all
Yeah. I just can't. Like, I don't know. That's not comfortable to me. But some people, it works for them. I'm just not that type. Like, because I'm always paranoid that I'm going to see somebody I know or somebody who I might not know but knows me, and then I'm looking crazy. I don't want to do all that.
The one
so.
time you go out looking crazy is the one time you find somebody who knows, hey, what's up, girl?
Exactly.
And the problem with all of us is we are all business owners.
Yeah,
And
Mm-hmm.
so we also have kind of like a
this is true.
reputation to kind of uphold, or more of I don't want to say we're more on a pedestal because it's not the right word, but you know what I'm trying to say? Like we
have a higher
can't,
standard because people
yeah,
we
right, the
represent our
higher
businesses.
standard. That's what,
Yes,
yes,
we represent our businesses. And so when we go out and then
right.
you get the situation or, you're talking to somebody, how many times you been in a grocery store and somebody's like, oh, you're talking and you're like, oh, my business and da 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 da. And then you over here looking like Rough McGruff. And then you think they're going to take your business serious? No, they're going
They're
to look
gonna
at you.
take you serious.
They're ratchet.
Right. And it's not like you got to be just done up, but just look
No,
decent.
at least
Just be
decent.
appropriate.
Yeah,
Right.
you're not out
Appropriate.
there looking crazy talking about, oh yeah, I own a business and you should come check me out. And you over here looking crazy.
You
Right.
know,
You're not going
yeah.
to take it seriously.
Or
Mm-hmm.
so even with the business owners that show up to other events, or anybody showing up to, it's just knowing how to dress appropriately. And I almost feel like when COVID happened, we just kind of all got shuttered in and we all wore the same thing,
Them
sweatpants and a
sweat
t-shirt.
and tights. Now,
Right, right.
I will say, I do wear my sweatpants. And no,
Oh,
I
I
do
love me my
wear my
leggings.
leggings. I love
I
leggings.
love me my
However,
leggings.
I will dress them up. I have some little cute, like leather type little leggings too. I will dress them up, wear them with some heels, do whatever. But you ain't seeing no cottage cheese, and you ain't seeing no thong. You ain't gonna be singing the thong song to me.
You ain't seeing the crack of my booty, and you're not seeing no camel toe either,
Oh,
because we
that's a
constantly
whole nother ass. Oh,
we not seeing all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the knuckles.
but when you want to wear certain, I love my leggings, but I'm always, you know what I mean, adjusting and making sure and whatever. So
High
just,
waisted ones.
ooh, yeah, I love those too.
I love the high waisted ones.
So, I guess, if people are comfortable with what they're wearing out the house, but I think 9 times out of 10, they didn't do the tests before they leave out.
What's that?
Raise your arms up, see if that shirt comes up. You know what I mean? When you put your arm up, see if it comes all the way up, bend
Bend over.
over, make sure that
You know,
if your
crack ain't
leggings
hanging out.
change color, because when you bend over, because it looks nice and shiny and it and it changes color and you can look right through them, you probably shouldn't wear them out the house. You know what I mean?
The trend with those leggings that look like they in your booty crack anyway. You see them?
Oh,
Oh, like the TikTok leggings? Is that what you're talking
they
about?
look like mermaid scale type ones.
Yes, and it look like your booty's eating it.
So those are a TikTok fad or an Instagram fad to make you look like you got a booty.
Girl,
So everybody who doesn't have a booty is supposed to give you lift.
I definitely don't have a booty. However, I'm not wearing that. But if I did, I put something over it. Like it wouldn't be, you know what I mean? I don't know. But remember when back in the day they had them, oh God, it's almost like a girdle, but it had the booty pads.
They still make them things. Don't play.
What would be
It's like they got, so like a padded bra that's got the padding on the inside, they would have like,
a padded
like booty plumper. like little girdle type things, and they have little inserts that you could put the pads to plump your booty up, you know.
That's so much work. I'll be sweating, then I'll be stinking. No,
You
it's
know
not
what
worth
they do is put a little silicone in it. I mean, if you won't bust in your butt when you sit on your butt, shouldn't bust in your drawers.
it. Okay, cute. Okay.
It might be. That's all I'm saying. Somebody should look at it.
I mean, you can look it up if you like. I don't know if I want to.
Well, it's not absurd. Hear me out here.
Uh-oh.
I'm just so if they have the booty pads, right?
Hmm.
They have the booty pad underwear. What I'm saying is, instead of it being padding, what if they made it like silicone? You know how they have the push-up bras and they got the little silicone in there, the little water, like the water bras, whatever. You could do that for the
But
booty. But I'm
but you
saying,
could
if
bust
you
it,
put
right?
silicone in your behind and you sit down and that don't bust, it
It's
shouldn't bust.
flat.
It shouldn't go splat when you wearing it, in the drawers.
Girl, if they made booties like that
Just be
accessible,
careful
do
it
you know
don't
how
leak.
many if they made booties that accessible like that, you know how many other ratchet ass pieces of clothing and stuff people would be out there wearing and showing that
I'm
little.
just saying, it's called shapewear.
Oh, okay, Keila.
Okay, yeah.
We love you anyway.
Mm. No, that's an invitation for people to wear all
Whatever.
kinds
I'm
of
gonna create it.
stuff
I'm gonna
that they
patent
don't
it.
need to be wearing.
I mean, I know you'll have customers. That's not gonna be a problem.
Watch my sales store. Available in Keela's shop.
Mhm.
All right,
Um,
y'all. You can get all that funky, crazy wear at Keela's shop. All that stuff you want to see through.
Cowear.com.
True. They won't have to worry about seeing crack with these booty shorts.
Boom, boom. Whine Down Wednesday.
Make sure your booty don't wind down. Pop a silicone bubble.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
And that is our show for you, ladies and gentlemen.
That's it for today.
We will see you next week.